Hi y'all. Okay, today we're talking about all my Morphe favorites. I recently got so much Morphe stuff in the last couple of months, a lot of their new releases, and I just realized over time, like, wow, I really have a lot of Morphe stuff in my collection and everything I absolutely love. So I just kind of want to do like a full face of Morphe and talk about everything that I have and why I love it. I have two bronzers from Morphe. I have the Liquid Hot Shot Sun Drops and I have the Sun and Done Smooth Gliding Bronzer Stick. I'm going to use this one today because this is more of my pale winter shade and I think it's just going to be a lot more flattering for me today. My sun drops I got in like the middle of summer. They would definitely be a little dark for me today, a little much. But I love these glide on sticks. They're so easy, so creamy, so blendable. I love the color selection of both of these bronzers as well. I also have the stick blush. This is the Perk Me Up lip and cheek color. This is really great as well. Glides right on, super blendable, super gorgeous. And I have the liquid blush Hot Shot. I love this color. I think it's so pretty. I feel like it's like a pale version of a Milani Luminoso, very pale girl friendly. And when I say these Hot Shots, you literally need one drop. They are such a thin but pigmented formula, but don't get scared by that. You just need to use one drop and then they blend out like a dream. You will like never go through these and they're super travel friendly. I just love them. I think the packaging's cute. I love everything about these. Of course, I need to use the new blushes, the Morphe Cheeks Thrills. I think I just used, yeah, Sunset Swim in a super recent video, like the last video I posted, I think. I also have Cabana Club and Blind Date. I'm gonna use this today because I think it'll look really pretty with the eyeshadow palette that I want to use. This is just a gorgeous, like rosy pink tone. These are the cream blush, the glowing balm, and a powder blush. These are gorgeous. This is like one of the things that I actually feel like was worth the hype on TikTok and on YouTube. These were actually worth the hype. Now we're going to go in with concealer. I'm going to use the Morphe Wake Up Artist Concealer. I don't think this is new to Morphe, but it's new to me and I'm in love. I got a very brightening shade. I feel like they have a good shade range. Of course, every single shade range could always be better. There's so many different people, so many different skin tones and skin depths that wear makeup. You're never going to actually have enough shades, but I think Morphe is one of the brands that is affordable that does a really good job with their shade range most of the time. So I've just been I put it just like this, and then I've been taking the Morphe setting spray. This tip I got from Layla, queen. Okay, queen of full beat, please. So I put the concealer. I'm gonna like drench my face in Morphe setting spray and let everything fully dry. Then I take my sponge and do a little blenderoo, and I don't know if you could tell, but I also take the blush really far under my eyes, kind of like a color corrector, but I also feel like it just blends the concealer under eye area into the blush really, really well, especially for my face shape. Of course, I have a ton of Morphe eyeshadow palettes. I have talked about all of these eyeshadow palettes before. I have used these in so many videos. I have done 3 looks, 1 palette videos with a lot of these. I know for sure the Nude Ambition and this pink guy back here, Shade Thrower, and I will link any videos that I can find using these. I also think I did a 3 looks, 1 palette with the Rose to Fame right when I got it. So I've done so many videos with these. I have talked about these so much. I love them all individually because again, Morphe comes out with really unique stuff and really unique color ways. So yes, I have ranted and raved about these, and today I'm just going to use this little guy. This is Crowd Pleaser from Morphe. As you can see, these kind of came out at the same time because they have like similar packaging. This is like the baby version of this guy. But I love them both so much. I just feel like I haven't used this one on camera in a while, so I really wanted to use this one today.
I could not have come soon enough to find Nick. We need to clear my name. I need to be examined. Lo and behold, someone needs to find Nick. You remember everybody that comes to your restaurant very well, and why your video went so viral. You girl. No, it is only fair that we end this video in true This tomato it's iconic. Like
After I let my face air dry a little bit while I do the top of my eyes, then I like to bake under the eyes. I used to bake before I did my eyes and let like the rest of my face dry, but now I feel like it looks even better if I just let this kind of all air dry, even under the eyes. Today, I do have the pink brightening loose powder and I have the translucent. Today, I'm gonna use the translucent only. Sometimes I just use the pink, sometimes I kind of mix them together. I just did that in my last video as well, where I put the translucent like right under the eye, and then for that transition between the under eye and the blush, I'll put the pink translucent powder. But that is really if I'm going for a very dramatic look with the cheeks, like with my blush, but I just feel like I'm not really doing that today. The only Morphe bronzer that I have is in this face palette. I got this when I was a lot more tan as well, and I'm a little bit scared. I'm just gonna have to use a very light hand with these, but I love this palette. Again, this is one I've used in a ton of videos. I got this at the same time as I got this blush, and I totally winged it for the shade match, but I'm like a cream step plus powder step kind of girl, if you can't already tell, and this actually matches perfectly. So if this is like your shade, this should work for you, I guess, if that's what I'm trying to say. And also they just go together if you are a cream plus powder type of person. This is 2 blushes, 2 highlights, 3 bronzers, and a highlighting, like a contour highlight. This is the shade Rosy Wishes, and then this is the face palette in the shade 8T, Totally Tan. And I just love this. So today, though, I'm just using the bronzer out of this palette.
Sometimes. Today's sponsor.
And like I always do, I go in with my powder blush, and I'm going to kind of apply this back here where I want the most pigment, and then as the product leaves my brush, I blend it forward and dust off my bake with it. I just feel like it makes that transition from blush to the under eye really seamless and beautiful. And I'm not even really dusting the powder away. I'm almost like blending it into my skin. This also helps with longevity. I only use a face powder or powder foundation around my mouth because I don't like for it to be shiny. As you can see, my forehead already has a decent amount of glow to it, but I am like the glow queen. I love more, more, more. So you could leave it like this if you want to. Where's my thing I'm looking for? But I have something new from Morphe that I am absolutely obsessed with, and it's this Morphe Cloudlight powder. This is absolutely stunning. I like to use a fluffy stippling brush like this, lightly dust over the forehead, the nose, and the cheek and under eye area. This is a finishing powder. It's not going to set your face per se. This is a finishing step to make sure everything is flawlessly blended and gorgeous. This is like a face filter in real life for your makeup. This one also adds this most ethereal glow. It's gorgeous. I take that right on the under eye, blend it over the cheeks. I love this. You can definitely stop here. I feel like this is a pretty amount of glow, but I just love more, more, more. So I'm also going to go in with the Morphe Cheek Thrills Glow Balm over here. I have found with the Glowy Balm, I love a smaller little cat paw like this so that you can just be a little bit more precise wherever you want to blend it and add that glow, because this has like a blushy pigment to it. I don't like to just put it everywhere because it ruins the blend, if you know what I'm saying. So I like to just pop this back here where I like the most intense color from my blush and just barely tap that out. Oh my goodness. It just adds that little extra punch that I personally love because I love the blush and I love the glow. This is how the makeup looks in just daylight. No vanity lighting, no filters or anything like that. I just finished off the eyeshadow and did my lips and mascara. So I just quickly finished off the look here. This is kind of the final situation. I absolutely love all of these products that I talked about. I hope you guys liked this video or found it helpful. Let me know what you guys think down below of this look or any of these products or any Morphe products that I need to try. Still, let me know. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.